What up, y'all? What it is, what it be, what it do, though? Hey, it's November 13th, Monday. It was my birthday yesterday, and for all of everyone that was that posted on Facebook, thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm gonna actually start taking my vlogging stuff until I get my light, because I have a different setup when I have a light. But I'm using this headlamp that I was using when I was during the Hurricane Irma. And I have my Gorilla tripod, my Nikon D5300 kit lens, because I need the 18mm wide angle. It's not really good for blowing out the background or bokeh or bokeh, depends on how you pronounce it, which is that blurred background image. Like, you can barely know. On the iPhone, which is what I'm using right now, it's really difficult to do that because the aperture, because you have three variables for photography: shutter speed, ISO, which is the image sensitivity or light sensitivity, and then aperture or f-stop, and that's how much is in focus and how far away it is from the lens. So shutter speed, ISO, and aperture. I can modify all of that with my DSLR. And with the audio, it's a hell of a lot better using that audio, or the boom mic, the Rode Video Mic Go. But what I wanted to talk about today is balance, and that's everything balance related. I was thinking about this earlier this morning, and I was like, you know what, might as well just make a video about it. I'm always looking at the game in terms of metaphors for life, which means that there's some things that the game reminds me of real life. Matchmaker, balance and hangers, balancing your weapon distances. So if you have, let's say, a Griffin, 2 Magnums and 2 Terrans, both of them are plasma. They both go through energy shields, and over time they will break down a physical shield. But they're also both at 350 meters. So there's balance there. That weapon combination is balanced. It would be out of balance if you had, let's say, that same Griffin with a Columbus Terran, Punisher, Gecko. That bot would be so out of balance, because the Gecko can go up to, what is it, 1100 meters, and it's energy. You have a Terran, which is energy, but it's only at 300 meters. A Punisher, effective 350 and below, but can exceed that to up to 500. And then the Columbus, which is 500, up to 500. So there's a very uneven bot. So when it comes to balance and life, I was like, damn, Columbus, the weapons on the bottom, which are your medium weapons, and your weapons on the top, which are your light weapons. Weapons on the top could be, the left weapon can be school balance, life, social and school, so work and play. And then the bottom 2 weapons can be freaking, your health. Your weapon on the right could be the psychology of everything, which is like your belief systems, your priorities, where your focus is. And then the mechanics on the left side would be the actual working out, the drinking of water, the getting the right amount of sleep, the getting right amount of nutrients in your diet, meditation, yoga, flexibility. The point that I'm getting to is that I have not been having, I've been walking around with a Griffin the latter example, which is the Griffin that has the Punisher, the Gecko, the Columbus, and the Tehran, for a very long time, and not really being aware of it. I've been out of balance. So my games are going to be affected negatively because of that. I'm going to lose more games. I'm not going to be the best that I can possibly be for my teammates because I'm not in balance. I'm out of balance. My chi is off. My yin and yang. There is no balance. So if I cannot perform on the field with my battle buddies to my left and right, front and back, you know, where does that leave me as far as like being an asset? I'm not going to be an asset. I'm not going to be a good quality asset. I'm going to be more of a liability. So when people start running with or start wanting me to squad up with them, because I'm not balanced, my bot weapon combination and my skill, I'm going to be a liability to them. Let's say if they go to team deathmatch, I'm not contributing much. Beacon running, definitely not contributing much because my Griffins don't really, I can't cap as many beacons because I'm always trying to avoid getting killed because I don't have a balance. So what happens in real life? Real life is no BS. If you don't have balance, you're not going to be an asset to your workplace. You're not going to be an asset to your team that you're in school with. Maybe you guys are working on a project together. You're not going to be an asset to the team if you're on a team sport. You're not going to be an asset to your community. You're a liability because you're out of balance, meaning putting way too much focus on the game and not taking care of your health, putting way too much focus on playing around, you know, not taking school serious, always going out partying, doing the wrong things, not having integrity, not doing the right thing when no one's looking. That stuff like corrodes on the inside, and you you feel like you're less of a person, less of a man, less of a woman, and then your behavior starts to reflect that if you're out of balance. So I've been out of balance for a while, not knowing it, and I ended up losing a job that I was pretty passionate about. But, you know, I look at it like as far as this, man, like everything happens for a reason, and I do need to be focusing a lot more on my clients as a personal trainer. I started working with this guy again, who's he's 545 pounds, 33 years old, really tough shape. So I'm working with him 3 days a week now, and it's the psychology aspect of weight loss and weight gain. There's so much involved psychologically with everything that we do. That's why I laugh at some of the posts or some of the comments that I get where it's like, dude, you're an effing retard for it's just a game. You're an idiot if you think that it's any more than that, if you take it too serious and blah blah blah. I'm like, bro, you have no idea how deep the rabbit hole goes in, because the depth of sports psychology in every aspect of war robots is beyond profound. It's deep. But it's a good thing because EA Sports, Electronic Sports, I think it's Electronic Sports, they've actually been paying for research. Yeah, that's actually not a good idea, but if someone an organization is paying for resource, then they got the not the backing, but the bias part of it. But I read unbiased research journals when I was in school for exercise science about sports psychology, and there was a lot of stuff mentioned about video games and the effect on sports performance. So there's some quantifiable data out there that shows that gamers are more productive in the business world and in the athletic world, the physical athletic world, not the mind athletic, than a lot of the non-gamers. So Bam. There you go. I was like, I'm going to be able to keep it under 10 minutes. Nope. But yeah, recap. I'm going to be able to focus a little bit more on war robots. Finding balance in my personal life. Only playing. I need to schedule time to just where I'm just focusing on playing, and then time where I'm focusing on recording, time that editing, but only allocate that time for war robots for the game, and then all the rest of the time I'm focusing on my clients, the podcast, because I'm telling you, there's some exciting stuff coming down the pike. I heard pike and pipe. Pipe always sounded better to me because it sounded like something was coming down a pipe, like a message in a bottle. Message in a bottle, yeah. And the pike, I know that pike is the right one, but it doesn't sound right. So there goes up 45 seconds wasted. All right, y'all. That's just car speak from your boy, Sacky Droopy. And just so you guys know, I do pay attention to the road. It's as if I'm an Uber driver having a conversation with someone who is sitting in front of me on my dashboard. But it's actually on my rearview mirror. Or sitting next to me. No different. Alright guys, I will talk to you soon, and I will be uploading. I got a really good video footage of a game that was just, it was one of those, it was one of those games that you panic because you don't know if you recorded it, and you're swearing that you're going to quit the game and just absolutely give up on everything in life if you didn't hit record. It was one of those feelings. But I hit record and I was like, achy breaky heart. And it was a game that just, it was so freaking, the battle was just, I mean, it was the fight to the end, and I cannot believe we won. But there was another battle that was in the same day, and I also got that on video, and we lost, but it was so freaking down to the wire because no one gave up. Everyone just kept going. It was a dime. It was a 10 out of 10. It really was. So I was happy to lose that game because I gave everything, and I know that everyone that was on my team gave everything. So it was good. All right, guys. I hope y'all are good. Hope you, your family, and friends are happy, healthy, and safe. And until next video, like I said, which could be today, I will holla at y'all, as Adrian, Stewie, and everybody else would say. And until next time, see you on the next video. I think that's what they say.